Hi, everybody, and welcome to Figure Friday number 17, I believe we're on. That's a lot. We've been doing this for a while now. So today we're just going to go ahead and get started. Go ahead and open up your sketchbooks, and we're going to go right in. I got some figures ready. I already set it up. Thankfully, I got it going. So, yeah, just get your sketchbook, pencils, whatever you want to use. We had a pretty good week this week with drawing and meeting at the zoo. So if you haven't done zoo drawing, I'm at LA Zoo every Monday at 10 a.m. We started the flamingos. So I'm going to start with some figures here that we got these references from onairvideo.com. So you can go ahead and check those out. So I'm going to start doing 1 minute poses. Gosh, were we on last week? It feels like a long time for some reason. Yeah, we were, but it just feels like a really long time. This week we're gonna do some child drawing and learning how to draw children, but I just want to still keeping in the theme of figure drawing, so just a couple of figures just to get us started. So let's start with 1 minute poses. Okay, so starting now. And I hope everybody's having a good week. It's starting to get hot out here in California. All of a sudden, it just blew up. I don't even know what happened. It was like almost 90 yesterday out of nowhere. So hopefully everybody's enjoying some weather. I know it's kind of cold still, like in the Northeast. I heard New York is going to get snow today, so I know that it's definitely not spring everywhere yet. So it's coming. Hopefully it's in your area, wherever you're at. I always like to start. I haven't done figure drawing like all week. I don't think. I mean, it's good that we're here. We're on every Friday doing this. But I like to do. That was quick. Oh, okay. Jeez. Wow. I like to do a little bit more than just one page. Okay, so here we go. The first two. So 1 minute poses. I think we'll do maybe 3 1 minute poses, and we'll do some couple of 2 minute. I haven't really worked out all the keys yet. I'm still trying to figure out how to balance when I do like other types of drawings other than just figure drawings. So if you go to a figure drawing class, a lot of figure classes don't do nude models necessarily all the time. A lot of them have full models, and so that's what we're going to be, I guess, focusing on a little bit when we switch gears here and move to doing a kid, because obviously the kids are cool models that I've chosen for us to draw today. But we need to practice really with everything, all ages, all sizes. So I think that it's great for us to not just do one sort of thing. Okay, so that was 1 minute. We'll do, maybe we should do, so if I do 2 plus 6, yeah, maybe we'll do 5 of the 1 minute poses. No, we'll do 4. Yeah, we'll do 4. Okay, so 2 more 1 minute poses. So here we go, starting now. My TV's not too loud either. Yeah, just to, yeah, I think I already mentioned this, but I just wanted to be sure. There's like thousands of references for figure drawing up on the On Your Video website. You just go to the Croquis Cafe link, and there's a whole library in there. Just so not just on Figure Friday, but whenever you want to do some figure drawing in your own time, yeah, I think it's great practice. That was just going so quick. Jeez. Okay, so one more. It keeps your speed up too. So obviously this is going so fast for me because I'm like, I didn't practice in a couple days. Okay, so 1 minute. So last 1 minute pose right now. Today's movie I'm watching Lilo and Stitch on Netflix. I never watched the whole movie before. I don't know how good it is or not. I like the soundtrack though. Parts of it. Okay, so that is that's our 1 minute pulses. And now we're gonna do some 2 minute pulses. So starting with this one. Okay, so 2 minute pulses starting now. The good thing with starting with the 1 minute pulses, it kind of like gets you into gear to like do all of your poses pretty fast. So then you just have to add detail after that and get everything down pretty quickly after in sync with how fast things are moving. So yeah, as you can see, like I can already feel like the 1 minute would have been over by now. Able to get a lot more detail with just the 1 extra minute. There we go. I do have like these Polynesian dance in Lilo and Stitch. I just noticed that actually the park near me, the William H. Hart Park, has that Polynesian dance class. That seems really fun. Maybe I'll try it one day. Okay, so we're gonna do let's see, probably two more 1 minute and then 3 minute poses. Okay. So two more 2 minute poses. Sorry if I said 1 minute. Okay, so starting now. You can make any adjustments as you go. Like now I'm seeing like where the back line is. So I'm making some changes based on that. She's a lot more to over display her face, so make those changes. I check my time there. I thought 2 minutes would have passed by now. So we've got about 10 seconds left. Maybe a little bit more. What are we going to do? Okay. So here's our time. Okay, so we'll do another 1 minute pose here. I keep saying 1 minute, 2 minute poses. So 2 minute pose, standing now. So I don't know if anyone goes to like live figure drawing classes. Yeah, I went to live figure drawing classes for a long time. And I think they're great, and I think it's actually great to go, especially if you're, in college and you get out, or you work somewhere where you get the opportunity to go and you don't have to pay anything extra. That's great. But once you get out, you still need to keep your skills up, and I think it's good that we have these online resources that we can just, practice without having to pay. I think it's really expensive. I need to make some space. I have enough space here. It's a feet. Ooh, that's too. Yeah. Not final space. That's our time. So how many? So now we're gonna do a few 3 minute poses. There. Okay, so starting now, get a couple of these poses in there. I don't understand why they put all this Elvis music in Lilo and Stitch. I mean, I know like Elvis apparently liked Hawaii a lot, but is that really a reason to put his music all over this movie? I don't know that he's that admired out there. I have no idea. And I think, yeah, definitely it was a great musician and extremely popular, but I don't understand why they put so much of his music in the Lilo and Stitch movie. I think um I think in Moana they really made up for the lack of really cultural study that they did in a lot of other movies. You know, especially in the 90s and before that. Yeah, before Moana, you really didn't see a whole lot of like much attention paid on really studying the culture. Research, sort of that they weren't exploiting the culture, and I think that's really awesome. But you know, they didn't do that with movies like Lilo and Stitch and Pocahontas and stuff like that. I think you could have did a lot better with Princess and the Frog. It wasn't the art is beautiful. I think that's the best thing about that movie is the artwork, but the story really wasn't that good, and I didn't really relate to the culture of it all. I don't know what you're trying to say. I think Louisiana too is so specific that it's hard to like. I don't know. Represent a whole people based on one city like that, but I don't know. But it's still, you know, my favorite movies come from there. There's 3 minutes. Sitting poses can be hard sometimes. Yeah, I might be practicing, but yeah, I don't really care about. Well, I don't want to say I don't care about what I do, but I don't really care to. Let's see if you're going over. Okay, let's move on. Let's move better. It's too shaded on the side. Okay. Okay, we'll do 2 more 3-minute poses. Starting now. I wonder what it's like to do like modeling like this. I don't know if I ever do that. I think I might be. Especially in front of a whole class, I could just feel so weird. Yeah, most of these, well, a lot of the models I do this sort of thing are dancers, like professional dancers. At least when I was going to school. I think it was a dance school pretty close to where I went to college. put this chair in here somewhere. Oh, that's like way off of it. And it's like right here. And that's time. Okay, one more thing in pose. And we're gonna move on to childbearing. So starting now. Get another sitting pose. Why did I do that? Not good sitting pose. I was watching this thing, this video, and it had like, it was about women's portraits that had been taken from, that had been painted from like going back to Mona Lisa, just over the ages and just in art history. And it like morphed each face from one to the next, and it was really cool. I don't know what it was, how you would look it up, but it was pretty neat. And it was like some group, like on Facebook or whatever. I don't know how to do that either. I'm sure there's like programs that do that. I've seen like face morphs before that like morph from one face to the other, but yeah, I'm not really sure how to do that. I'm so tired. I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready for the weekend. It's been like a long week. I don't know like why I'm ready for the weekend. I always work for the weekend. Maybe I'll just have to take a day off or something. I feel like feeling burnt or something. There's an often like put the rib cage up too high sometimes. It's not everybody's shape. It's just the shape that I'm used to drawing. It's closer to it. Okay, so now we're done with the figures, the adult figures. So now we're going to move on to child poses. And so what I wanted to start with is I have here some, make this a little bit bigger. 30, 40, 50. I think that's probably good. So what I have here, I just got this little chart. I found it on Pinterest. You can find it. You just type in child proportions in heads. You can just put in probably proportions in head, but I put in child proportions in head. So what I have here is just a chart. So we're going to start with like the 1-year-old, but I just wanted to do, because I just think it's easier when you break it down into heads. So you can see like 1 here, and you take this measurement, and that's how you determine like the head. So you can use like your pencil or whatever, and then so it's the same page. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 heads. So you can see this chart, and they already boxed it out. I just wanted to show you like how you do it. And you have like the ages here. So that's 1 year. This is 1 year. 1, and that's 3. This is 5. This is 10, 15, and then adult. So I'll put an A. So 1, 2, 3, 4 heads. How many heads is a 3-year-old? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have for a 3-year-old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heads. They have for 5-year-old. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have for a 10-year-old. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. They have for a teen. And this one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 heads. So 8 heads for the adult. So you can see how they have this thing going gradually. And yeah, maybe I should just put the link for you guys to to get this, because I think this is great to like keep as a reference. But like I said, you can get it for yourself too. It's on Pinterest, and you just type in child proportions head. You have to make sure you put in the head proportions, because otherwise they should show you all kinds of stuff. But if you scroll through there, you'll find this. And I just think that just being aware of these proportions just makes it so much easier to draw. And now we're gonna start. We're gonna do a couple of different ages. We're gonna start with 1-year-olds, and we'll do a couple of 3-year-olds, and I think I have 2 5-year-old or ish age. And so we'll start with the first one, and this is age 1. And let me see. Yeah, we'll do 5 minutes each. How about that? So starting with the first one, and you can see, let's see how many heads is he. So we'll go 1, and then 1, 2. So he's a little bit more than 4 heads, this guy, but about, you can see about, and so that's good. So just keep that in mind when you're drawing. I'm going to starting right now. I'm going to start with like a light color, I think. And what you want to do before you add the clothes is just kind of feeling where everything's going to go. I think I'm a little bit too long, and that's okay. You just erase or delete. Trying to figure out where his torso is. So about there. So his torso is about 2 heads in itself. And then I would just like the grayish color to go over where his clothes are going to be. So I took a different color to put the clothes on. It asked me to kind of add a distinction. Maybe need to add a little bit more of the detail before I go over with that. And then I'll pick a dark color, like a black, then my pencil a little bit and start to go over it. And this will be like the cleaner version. Or the clean version, if you will. Even so, this as I'm going, I can make changes, add things or take away things. Some fingers in here. Kids do a lot of things with their fingers. They definitely move them around much different than an adult would, starting from birth. Just kids, and even when they're still, you know, in the womb, they'll do, just move their hands up because they're just, they're not so much in control of it. They're just kind of like these body parts that are just, they're not even really thinking about them. They're just moving them as quick as they can. And so this kid is about 1.5. The portions are guide. They're not, 100%, but look how close we were. It was only like a quarter of a head difference. So now there's just less toe really. We'll move on to the next. Okay, so got pretty much a good amount of work in 5 minutes. Our first child drawing of the day. Okay, so we can move on now to our next one. And now this one is spread about 1 also. And also in overalls. I guess that's the thing for 1-year-olds to have overalls. So we're going to start with 5 minutes and let's go. So let me get my blue color. I'm going to start with. So right now I'm going to do I didn't do the torso first with the first one, so now I'm going to try and do the torso first with the head. I'm just tumbling over. It's like head is so big compared to the body. As compared to adults are. So the head is heavy for a little kid to carry because they have these heads that are really big for their body size. So it's kind of like rolling over almost. You can see like with a newborn, if anybody keep it up, the neck is so weak and they have this big head. It's almost half the size of their body. And you can even you have to be really careful. I'm sure most of you guys have probably held a baby before. If not, then you will at some point in your life. And that everyone knows when you hold a baby, you have to be really careful with the head because they cannot hold the head up on their own. And the toddler can barely hold their head up on their own. It just seems like it's almost falling off. So now I got this where I want to go with this. Maybe I'll add a little bit of where I want to put the toes, the curly cube in the hair and stuff. And I'll go over it now with the black to add some clearer detail. I'm still sort of speed drawing. So because this is practice, anytime you're doing people sketching or figure drawing, it's pretty quick. And I got all these images just right off of Pinterest also. I think Pinterest is a great reference to find material to draw with, material to draw from. They have tons of just, images, and I think it's a little bit more refined than just doing the Google search. Because these are images that were good enough for people to save, so you would think that, most of the time people spend a little bit. Google is just like all of the images, whereas Pinterest is a little bit more weeded out. So hopefully you're not finding any, like really, not good angles and stuff like that. You don't have to worry about as much. So not less to worry about. Anything that makes my life easier, I'm for. Anything that makes the process easier, and I think can be a really good thing. Don't need extra drama and past that stage. Absolutely past that stage. And look how chubby the feet are. So cute. Very cute. But feet and hands don't have to be complicated. I would think of them as one sort of thing. And if I was just to like, go at it like that, it just makes it a lot easier. So that's, I'm already like pretty much done here. We got 5 minutes. Oh, there we are. Now it's 5 minutes. So I got a couple more for us to work from. Let's see. And now we're going on to a 3-year-old, so a little bit older. And a 3-year-old, let's see, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 heads. So let's see how close this one is to actually being 5 heads. And I'll grab, let's see, so 1, actually I think right here, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. So still pretty close. So I'm not exactly sure. This is just my approximate based on the images I got of how old they are. So I mean, she's about 3, give or take, 12 months. Okay, so 5 minutes starting now. I'm gonna start with the blue pencil again. So it looks like the torso is facing this way. That's what I'm seeing. Even though they have, even though it's a little bit more complicated, especially with the big glossy pose and stuff like that. Or maybe it'd be easier to draw, like maybe a kid that's doing sports or like dancing, has ballet or something, and they have the leotard. You can see like the full frame, but still, even with this, you can still work on this, a little bit of imagination how you think things are supposed to go. I think the beach is a great place to draw. You can draw people, kids, adults, animals. I mean, people have their dogs there. People see the birds there. I mean, beach is a great place to draw just everybody. And you get all different body types there. Every kind. With no shame. You know what I'm saying? So, summer's coming. I think the beach is a great place to practice drawing. And people sketching, figure drawing, and all that. So I kind of got a loose frame up here. I want her to be. I think her neck is a little bit longer than that, so I'm just gonna move it up a little bit. I'll watch this a little bit. The thing about Photoshop, you don't have to erase and redraw. You can just adjust accordingly. So I'm gonna go for a second layer here with a white pencil. Figure out or a grayish color pencil to figure out where the pose are gonna go. I'm gonna go with that. And you just layer it on over on top. And that's it. And find the pieces. Most of the eyes are a lot lower. Like the proportions are a lot lower on the face than would be for an adult. So I'm gonna make that one a little bit lower. Okay. This drawing is a little bit more detailed than the previous ones. Hopefully we'll have time to get through it all. I am like worried about the time. I don't have enough time to finish this drawing. Nope. I'm getting close. Alright. How many do you have left? Let me see if I can get like not too many details, like 2 seconds. In 2 seconds at least put a little bit of gesture. A little gesture line in there. You should never rush your drawings. You always gonna have to rush it. Just doesn't come out good if you try to rush it. But oh well. Alright, I'll leave that like this before I make it worse. but you get the idea. Let's go on. We have about 2 more left, I think. 3 more left. Oh, wow. Okay, so H3 still. So let's keep going. So 5 minutes 30 now. Get my glue back. Increase that. Yeah, this one is a lot easier. Well, a lot simpler clothing for sure. That was a lot of detail in the last one. I'm kind of blocking things out. It's a little bit simpler for you to think about in that sense. I'm gonna try to draw this one quicker since I didn't finish it. Oh, the last one. I haven't drawn children in a long time either. I think it's great to practice everything. Maybe I can use this moment as inspiration to practice drawing kids often. A1 dress here. It cuts off like right at the knee. You can see that. Children can be hard to draw sometimes live because they tend to move a lot. I mean, not as much as animals do at the zoo. I'm sorry to make that comparison, but I have to because they're both moving subjects. I mean, adults will mostly stay pretty still and are not too complicated to draw, but children and animals move a lot, especially children. I don't know which one moves more. I don't know. Maybe both. Hard to tell. That's a hard one. I think it depends too on what they're doing and how old they are. Like the smaller, they want to move even more. The younger, they want to move even more. Like my son, if I wanted to get someone like my son's age, all you have to do is like touch them while they're playing video games, and they do not move at all. They're just so still. But because he moves so much, I mean, it probably would be cool to see some watercolors of like kids at a park or something. I think that would be a cool drawing. That would be fun to do too. I just don't want to go out. I don't know if you want to go alone. You don't be like a creepy person painting kids in the park. You'd be worried of stuff like that. People are very protective of their kids. I would suggest if you have any family members that have kids to draw them. People are very protective of their kids. I know. Okay, I hear you. I hear you. We're almost finished with this one. I'm trying to go through it. Not even one. You know? I always want to add the details. Alright, I'll do it later. A little bit. You know, it's time to go. Okay, so let's go on to the next one. This is around age 5 also. So 5-minute clue starting right now. Grab my glue. That wasn't our time yet, so don't worry. It's just my lollipop. So here we go. I'm gonna start to clean it up. This is a really pretty kid. Obviously, I think she's like normal or something. A very pretty kid. Lots of hair too. Not a fan. I'm just gonna like block out the fingers. It's a lot easier to add the detail in after you block them out. Much easier. Content. And that's our time. And we're going to finish up with one final pose. And this one will be 5 minutes as well. So let's get ready. Starting now. And I'm going to make my pencil bigger. There we go. You're kind of keeping the feet in shape and just probably made it too tall. So what happens too when you're used to drawing adults all the time, you kind of make the proportions longer just like that already. You could teach yourself not to do that. This girl reminds me of Darla from that movie The Lassos. That movie was a long time ago, so I don't believe it's her, but she does look a lot like her. And I'm shifting the legs a little bit because now I can see like where it needs to be. A little bit. Just see this way. I need to. Okay, so I think now at this point I'm gonna start to clean up. I just went on ahead and did like the detail in the blue. So I'm gonna start adding with the black pencil. Okay. Let's cut in right along. Oops, I don't like the way that curves. So all that stuff can be changed. You don't like where something curves, just erase it and do it over. And that is our time, folks. Of course, I'm gonna give that extra minute or so to add the details. The actual skirt is a lot shorter than that, but that's okay. We don't need that much short. So we're just adding a little bit of the detail. It's a really cute boots though. I like the boots. Skirt a little short, but I like the boots. I don't have a daughter, so I don't know. I don't think I would let her wear something that short. Let's keep on over these. Alright guys, that's our time. Thanks for tuning in for Figure Friday. I hope you guys tune in next week. We'll be doing some more fun things on there. I believe next week is men drawing. So if you've been seeing a lot of female drawing, not to worry. Next week we're doing all men. So stay tuned and I hope to see you guys next time on Figure Friday. Bye bye.